fourth graders. Miss Sarah here. I would like to do a little bit of review regarding last week's lesson. Well, we talked about prescription and over-the-counter medications. So what is the difference? Well, prescription medications are from the doctor, right? Your doctor has to write you out a script stating what you need. Over-the-counter medications, that's something that you get from Walmart or CVS, such as Tylenol, cough medicine, okay? But here's the thing. You still need permission to take over-the-counter medicines and prescription medicines, okay? You still need permission. So what can you and your family do at home to be safe around prescription and over-the-counter medications? Well, you can keep medicines away from children. You can dispose of unused or expired medications. You can keep medicines in their original containers. Do not remove labels. If a medicine is left out, don't touch it. Tell an adult. Okay? So it's very important we do not take medicines without permission from our parents, doctor, nurse, teacher. We have to have permission, and it's important that we're not taking somebody else's prescription medicine, right? How come? Well, because when we go to the doctor is prescribing that medicine to us, not for our friend, okay? The doctor asks us specific questions such as how much do we weigh, what our allergies are, okay? What our symptoms are, what our age is, okay? So the doctor is prescribing you that medicine, not your friend, not your sister. So we want to make sure that we're only taking our medicine that we have permission to take. Because if we take somebody else's medicine, we could end up really sick, right? Okay, and we never want to take more than we need. So if our doctor says take 2 pills a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, we do not want to take 3 a day to possibly think that we're going to feel better if we take more and finish it sooner than we're supposed to. No, we have to take it as the doctor or as the label instructs us to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on and talk about healthy choices. So how can healthy choices impact lifelong wellness? So think about that for a minute. How can your healthy choices impact your overall wellness? Well, if we choose healthy choices, it can help us achieve our goals, right? And if we achieve our goals and stay healthy and make those safe choices, we can also succeed throughout our lives, right? We can feel stronger physically and emotionally, okay? So that is why it's important to choose healthy choices, because it will make us feel stronger and healthier, okay? If we choose healthy choices, we're going to be healthy. Whether that's with our goals, whether that's with exercising, whether that's with our nutrition. So if we choose healthy choices, we're going to have healthy results. We're going to have a healthy outcome. So what types of healthy choices have you made today? I want you to think about that. Okay, well, some of you might have rode a bike today. That's healthy activity. That's great for exercise. Hopefully most of us have brushed our teeth and washed our hands. These are healthy choices that we make on a regular basis. Okay, we drink water, we eat fruit and vegetables. We might walk to school, play sports. These skills and information you have learned in this course will also help you make healthy choices and reach your goals. So, what are some healthy ways you can manage your emotions? Well, you can do belly breathing, so you can take some deep breaths in and out. You can also listen to music. This is actually my favorite way to manage my emotions. I love listening to music. It's one of my favorite things to do. It brings me peace and I can have fun with it and it calms me. Also, you can maybe talk to a trusted adult. You can be with friends. You can maybe even count to 10. Or here's another option that I love, writing in a journal, just writing your thoughts down on paper. These are healthy ways you can manage your emotions. Some unhealthy ways would be using drugs, right? Screaming and yelling at people, throwing things. These are unhealthy ways that we want to stay away from. Okay, class, so what are some effective ways to communicate your needs to others in a healthy way? Well, we talked about making eye contact, right? That is important. That is effective. That is healthy, okay? Unhealthy way would be ignoring that person, right? You don't want to communicate with them because we're scared to. That's not the healthy way to effectively communicate your needs to others. We want to make sure that we're giving them eye contact. Use kind words, right? We don't want to be screaming and yelling at somebody to address what we need from them. We want to make sure that we speak up, okay? This is important. If we're talking very quietly, that's not really effective, right? Okay? We want to make sure we speak up and we want to make sure that we are not yelling at them. So speaking up is different than yelling at them. We want to make sure we use a polite tone of voice again. So it's okay to speak up. It's important to speak up, but we want to make sure that we have a healthy tone of voice, right? We don't want to be screaming and yelling at them. We want to be kind. So now let me ask you, what are some healthy qualities you can choose to look for in a friend? Well, remember, we want our friends to be honest. We want them to be trustworthy. We want them to be kind. We also want to have fun with them. We want them to be forgiving and respectful. Finally, what are some healthy strategies you can use in peer pressure situations? Remember, we can walk away to a safe place, right? We don't want to just walk away to the woods and then not have an adult know where we are, right? That is not the healthy option. When I say walk away, I mean walk away to a safe place. We could also suggest a better idea. So for example, if our friends are saying, hey, Bobby, let's smoke this pack of cigarettes after school today. Well, a way to refuse this type of peer pressure, you could say, hey, you know what? Smoking's unhealthy. How about we go skateboard at the park instead? Okay, that is suggesting a better idea. Say no. Simply just say no. No thanks. I know smoking is unhealthy and I'm not going to partake in that. Broken record. Sometimes we have to repeat ourselves several times. No thank you, smoking is unhealthy. No thank you, smoking is unhealthy. And repeat until the point gets across to them that you are not going to partake in this negative peer pressure. Ignore is another way to refuse negative peer pressure. This might seem rude, but it's not, because if somebody is trying to persuade you to do something that's unhealthy, unsafe, it is okay to pretend that you do not even hear them. Okay? Don't even look at them in the eye. Just pretend that what they said was unheard. Okay? Alright, so let's do a little bit more review here. So the first step to setting a reachable goal is to name it. Then we must picture it, right? And then we must say I can. This is the third step. Saying I can is having that confidence, knowing that you can do it. If you believe that you cannot do it, well, guess what, guys? It's not going to happen. You have to believe in yourselves, okay? Then the fourth step is to think how to do it, okay? And then we want to go for it. Then we want to celebrate our success. Okay, so that is how we set reachable goals. Name it, picture it, say I can, think how to do it, go for it, then we want to celebrate our success. Okay, so let me give you an example here. Randolph set a goal and confidently said to himself, I can do this. What goal setting step did he use to boost his confidence? Well, he said, I can do this. So that's step 3 that Randolph completed. All right, so let's talk about decisions for a minute. The first step of making a decision is to stop. Then we must think. We're going to think about the consequences, right? A consequence is a result of an action you take. The last step is reflect. But before we reflect, remember the third step is to act. We want to act on the best decision for us, not for our friends. So remember, you are responsible for your decisions, not your friends, not your brother, not your sister. You are responsible. So let's talk about emotions quickly. So 2 healthy ways to manage your anger. We talked about them before. Count to 10, take deep breaths, laugh, read a book, write in a journal, exercise, talk to a trusted adult. Remember those physical body signals that will let you know that you're scared. Possibly you might have a racing heart rate, okay? Sweaty palms, clenched teeth. What are 2 other feelings that are different degrees of anger? So remember, there's different strengths of anger, okay? So different forms of intense. So grouchy and furious might be different degrees of anger. So how about different degrees, or in other words, different strengths of happy? Remember glad and ecstatic? So I'm going to read a statement here, and I want you to figure out if it's true or false. Cooper was confident he would win first place in the art contest. When he found out that he didn't even make third place, he took a deep breath and went for a walk. Cooper managed his emotions. Did he manage his emotions in a healthy way? Yes, he did. So this is true. Okay, he took deep breaths and he went for a walk. Now, if I said Cooper punched the wall, okay, and if I asked you, did he manage his emotions in a healthy way? The answer would be no, false, right? He did not. So remember, another word for emotions is feelings. Okay, so let's conclude with effective communication. 2 roles that are involved in the communication process: the speaker and the listener. A good listener must lean in, ask clarifying questions, and ignore distractions. What could you do to make sure you understand what the speaker is trying to communicate to you? Well, like I said before, ask those clarifying questions. The best style of communication is assertiveness. Okay, remember there's assertiveness, there's passive style, and there is aggressive style. The best form is assertive communication. We want to stand tall, speak up, look the person in the eye, and be respectful. And remember, communication can be verbal and nonverbal. All right, so let's talk about friendships. Actually, we're going to conclude with peer pressure, friendships and peer pressure here. Okay, so true or false? Good friends can help each other reach their goals. True, right? Good. I want you to think of one way that you can make a friend feel important. One way you can make a friend feel important. Well, you could ask your friend how he or she is doing. tell your friend how much he or she means to you. You could attend a friend's game or a birthday party. So here's another true or false one. Paying attention to what a person says and does will help you know if they are a good friend or not. This is true. Is it okay to take a break from a friend who demonstrates unhealthy friendship qualities? Absolutely. Okay? We want friends that are healthy for us. Okay? We don't want to be around somebody who has those unhealthy friendship qualities, such as lying, bossy, mean, selfish. Okay? We don't want those friendship qualities in a friend. All right. Let me give you some peer pressure examples here. Remember, a peer is someone your own age. A classmate pressured Madeline to copy her homework assignment. Madeline pretended she didn't hear him. Name the peer pressure refusal strategy that Madeline used. Right, she ignored them. Good job. Cooper walked away from a bunch of kids that pressured him to smoke a cigarette. What strategy did Cooper use? Right, he walked away. Good job, class. All right, so I just want to congratulate you all. You have learned a great deal of information and learned many powerful skills. You know how to recognize peer pressure and how to refuse it. You know how to be a positive peer influence and make responsible decisions. So I just want to say thank you so much, and don't forget all this important information, because next year you're going to learn more. And use this information, guys, to stay healthy and to be safe and to make those responsible decisions. So again, I just want to thank you all for participating. You all did an awesome job. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us. Have a trusted adult help you with that. And we'd love to hear from you. And I wish you guys the best of luck for the rest of your year. And I look forward to seeing you guys next year. Bye, guys.